Okay, this is take two of the live stream.
Take two.
Hopefully we're up and going. I assume this chat will hopefully tell me soon whether we're live or not. So sorry about the little bit of a we're gonna say technical difficulty, guys. What was going on with my computer? The screen was weirding out. We're hearing echo. We're hearing echo. There you go. Sorry. Echo's gone. Yep, echo's gone. Yeah, so sorry. And now because of that, I have to rearrange some stuff really quick, and then we can do this thing. Sorry, guys. We should not have doubled audio anymore. Thank you for everyone who stuck around and bore the brutalness of what just happened. I gotta open chat though, so I can see you guys talking to me. Yeah, no, audio was definitely doubled. So we had audio. If I play video on that computer, the audio, or if I play audio out of that computer, it goes into the live stream. So that's what was happening there. That's how we get these cool super chat sounds. Yeah. Okay. That goes there, that goes there, that goes there. All right. There we go. We are ready to go. Can you say PBRL? Done. That was easy. Any more suggestions for me, on how to say things or what to say? Let's answer this one. Bob Longs aren't beginner guns, require a lot of maintenance. True. Yeah, so paintball question. Dynasty was using PE. Are they Field 1 sponsored? Sort of. So that's kind of a weird, awkward question. So definitely, it's in Prague at NXL Prague 2 weeks ago now. I think the picture I saw at least was Ryan Greenspan of San Diego Dynasty and Expendables Fielding playing with I think LCS2. I think it was a CS2. Yeah, they're sponsored by Field 1. So he was using a gun that was from a different team. Sponsor. Ben, where'd you go? Atlantic City is 1.5 hours away from me. Should I go? Yeah, sure. I mean, I would if it was only an hour and a half. Sure. You don't have to go to buy a hotel room or anything. Just go for the day. Go on Saturday. That's what. Sunday. I'd go Sunday. So you can watch 10-man and you can watch pros. Ian asked the question, thoughts on the new layout. So I haven't really looked at the new layout. I briefly just glanced at it. And I don't know. I think it's crazy how they put let's put this on there. Let's just do this. I thought about doing this earlier, but it was one of those days. Boop, 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 boop. So we're gonna pull up. You know what we're gonna do? We're going to bear with me, guys. We're gonna pull up the NXL Atlantic City layout. Maybe. This is an awful stream. Sorry, guys. Just bear with me here. We gotta move this way down. This is huge. This window's massive. There we go. Okay. What's going on? See, now I'm like committed, you know? I'm like, you know, we already did it. I'm already doing it. So it's like I'm committed to full on bringing up the layout. How much, Matt asks, how much are tickets to NXL events typically? You know, I don't know. I think that they're $20 a day. So they definitely have different pricing. They have pricing for all weekend. They have pricing for just Saturday and Sunday. They have pricing for just Sunday. And then they have like a VIP area as well. Let's get rid of that window capture. I don't know why that's there. So there's definitely going to be varying prices. But I believe it's about $20 a day. Hoo-yah, there we go. So that right there, NXL, Joseph, sorry. I just glanced really quick and looked back. Let's answer your question, then we're going to talk about NXL Atlantic City layout. What is the best speedball marker under $400? Without question, the Planet Eclipse Etha 2. Yeah, for sure the Etha 2. There's really no other answer to that. Etha 2, Axe 2.0 maybe? I don't know. One of those two, I would definitely, personally, lean toward the Etha 2. So yeah, NXL Atlantic City open layout. There she is. I can't remember. It came out yesterday, I believe. So I like, one of the things that I really like is that they added, well, maybe not added. Well, yeah, I guess. They've put that a big ass brick in the back center. I like that mainly just because it's different. It's something that we don't see all that often. Or ever, really. I mean, they've never done that before. So I like how they put the big brick in back center. Pulling up a different angle, too, here. So that's just a different angle. I also like how they put the wings on the in the Dorito 50s. I like that. I just kind of like how it's different. It's definitely different than anything we've seen before, because most of these like field layouts we've seen so far, with the new bunker set, they put the big, huge bunkers in the middle of the field. So I kind of like how they've moved, you know, the big bunkers away from the center of the field. It just kind of mixes it up, I guess. I don't know, though. Which one's, like, more dominant? Which side of the field is going to be more important? The snake side actually might be kind of easy to make. You run all the way past those Doritos. Yeah, it looks like it might be pretty open, though. Getting shot off the break. I don't know. We'll see. We will see which one of these layouts is better. In a couple weeks, June 21st to the 24th, when NXL is actually taking place. God, what would I shoot off the break? I don't know. Jesus. I don't know. Depends on how that field plays. I'm probably trying to shoot that Dorito 2 off the break. We'll say that. The Dorito 2 on the snake side, which is weird. They got like snake bunkers on the Dorito snake side. I didn't even really realize that. The Dorito bunkers on the snake side. That is very interesting. Huh. Curious. Either way, I'm all about it. All about it. Paintball questions. Bring them. Bring them. Who's got them? I know you got them. Let's do this. Yeah, it is very weird how the snakes, they put all the Dorito bunkers on the snake side. It is kind of interesting. Would I get VIP for one day? I think it matters how much pro you want to watch, right? Like if you're like we're gonna spend half the day watching. We're gonna spend half of the day, watching the pro field, and you can spend the extra money like it's not a big deal. Then yeah, I'd probably buy VIP. If you're only gonna watch maybe one match, two matches, I probably wouldn't. It just matters how much time you're gonna spend in there. I don't know. I haven't been to an NXL VIP other than World Cup, though. I haven't actually been there, so I don't know. World Cup VIP was huge. It was a whole sideline. It was the whole entire snake side. No, was it on Dorito side? No, yeah, it was Dorito side. It was the whole entire Dorito side. So it was a little bit different for that, though. But it's cool. I enjoyed it. Favorite angels and why aren't they made anymore? My favorite angel... You know, I think my personal favorite, like the gun that I had that I liked the most, was probably my Angel G7 Fly. That gun was money. Like, I really liked that gun. If I could have one now, it would definitely be an LCD. Like, it's definitely an Angel LCD. Man, I don't know. What would it be, though? Maybe like a Cobra? A Cobra LCD? Man, Cobras, those guns are dope. I'd like a Cobra LCD. That takes me back. Yeah, my G7 Fly had like a bunch of prototype parts in it too from Angel. Like it had some special valve and like a whole bunch of stuff. So it shot the same. It was definitely a little bit more reliable, not reliable, more air efficient than the other G7 Flies though. It was pretty cool. Dark LCD, that'd be cool. Joy G7, I had a Joy one. I had an Arsenal G7 too. I had pretty much every Angel ever, it seems like. Thomas Geskin, I think that's right. Which high-end marker is the most consistent for velocity? The LV 1.5 or the Lux Ice? There's probably not an answer to that. I mean, I guess there is technically an answer. There's an answer to every question. But I don't think you're going to notice, right? It's going to matter so much on what paint you have, what barrel you use, and like how worn the O-rings are, and what's the temperature, and like there's so many factors to velocity consistency. It's difficult to just do one thing and say it's going to fix all the problems because there are so many factors. So it's hard. Like if we say we have the LV 1.5 in perfect working order and the Lux Ice in perfect working order, I honestly don't know. I'm not sure there would be a difference, you know, if it's this big difference. I mean, if it might be like, you know, the Lux Ice is 0.25% more consistent, you know, it's like, okay, so out of 50 shots, there's a variance of a, you know, point velocity is going to be a big difference. So in other words, I don't think it's a big difference. What is my favorite pump gun? That's another common question. My favorite pump gun, Bob Long or Field 1 MVP. Why were Dynasty guys using Planet Eclipse guns in Prague? So in the first live stream that I started here, was questioned why Ryan Greenspan in Prague was using a Planet Eclipse paintball gun. I don't know why he was. I have no idea. I'm pretty confident in saying that the Expendables are sponsored by Field 1. So I don't really know why he was using a Planet Eclipse gun. Maybe he had a problem with whatever gun he brought and didn't bring it back up, or I don't know, something like that. So, yeah, that's Joe said they don't have a gun sponsorship, so they can shoot a mix of whatever they want. But the problem with that is that he's on a paintball team that's sponsored by Field 1, and he owns part of Field 1, like their team does. So he needs to use Field 1 products. And they definitely have a logo on their jersey that says Field 1. I know sometimes logos on jerseys aren't really saying much, right? But there is no question that Dynasty is sponsored by Field 1. And as a player on Dynasty, he needs to be using Field 1 products. You know, it doesn't matter what team he's on. That's why we always see when players switch teams in the U.S., they switch teams in Europe too because they have to use the same sponsors. We saw that with like Trevor Reeser this year, and like all these people, everyone that moved teams in the U.S. had to move teams in Europe, or their teams switched sponsors to like line up with that other team. Yeah. The 2000 AD is stupid rare and was a nod to the Punishers from Judge Dredd. Publishers of Judge Dredd, was it? I don't know what the thing is behind the Judge or the 2000 AD. I had a 2000 AD though. I've had two 2000 AD LCDs. I had a pewter brown, not pewter brown, the doo-doo brown one. So like, you know, it's brown, and then I had an all silver one. It was pretty cool. Carter, is that tea or iced coffee? Coffee. Yep. Planet Eclipse is coming out soon with an eMech based off the Etha for $250-ish. What do you think about that? Planet Eclipse is coming out with an eMech based well, I can tell you one thing. It's $219. I don't know if anyone's supposed to know that yet. Oh well. Like this? I mean, that's like as close as you can get to an eMech, right? I think so. No? Yeah. They're pretty cool. They're cool. They're probably not good. I just tossed that and it landed on the router. Probably not a good thing. When is the eMech coming out? That's a good question. We haven't like, I don't know. I haven't gotten like firm when it's coming out. I know they started shipping a lot more of them to paintball fields. I'm not entirely sure when it's going to be ready for retail or what the deal is, but it's really cool. Like, it's really cool. Yeah, I went and played with it a couple weeks ago. No, weeks ago. A month and a half ago, I think, at this point. It's really cool. Really cool. I like it. What about upgrades on the Ether 2? There really aren't any. Maybe barrel's the only thing you can do. There's really, I mean, like, why? You know, like, you're not going to really do anything to make it any better. Stasis. I still really like Stasis. I don't know why. I think it's so cool. Do the M3Ss come with shots on them? They might. Maybe like 100. It's going to be low because they're going to test them before they leave the factory. Brad, can I buy that eMech from you? No, it's not mine. Thanks for $2 though. No, it's not mine. I can't sell it. It's not sellable. It's super cool though. I can shoot this faster. I can shoot this faster than I can the GMech. They're really neat, guys. Like, it's really cool. It has me excited for paintball. I think that could do more for paintball than anything ever has. More than any single thing ever. Yeah. Who knows? It's really good, though. Jake wants to know. Jake's question is, eMech? So this isn't an A5. This is not a 98, but this is a Tippmann A5. So this is the same price as this, for the most part. That's crazy to me. Like, this gun is so much better than this. I mean, it does have it does come with a hopper, but like, man, it's just so much better. Like, so much better. Like, I don't know how much money Planet Eclipse is making off the eMech, but they're gonna sell a shitload of those things. Like, so many. Like, I think after paintball fields realize that people have more fun with those guns, figure out that they're not that hard to clean, they're super reliable. I think that Planet Eclipse will sell heaps loads of them, like lots and lots and lots of them, because all the paintball fields are going to buy them. I mean, at least they should buy them, because they are very good. Yeah. EMEC, yes, kicks for days. The EMEC does have gamma core. Yep. That's the whole deal, right? Gamma cord. All the Planet Eclipse guns have gamma cores, except for the ETHA LT and the LVs, I guess. Yeah. Rennick. I 100% agree with that question. My keyboard, my laptop's in the way. There. I don't know, whatever. Brad, when will you build the autoclocker? I don't know. The Capitals scored. Hockey's on. Hockey started roughly an hour and a half ago. And I really don't want the Capitals to win. But they're really probably going to, guys. 3-1. They're up 3-1. You know. What was I talking about? Cockers. Yeah, I don't know. I soon, hopefully, here. Yeah. It all costs money and time and whatever. We're getting there. It will happen. Not next week. Not this month. Maybe in August. That sounds like a good time. That sounds like a good thing. Ovechkin deserves one. Sure, yeah, that's fair. I mean, deserves, I don't know. I just think it's just a really, the Golden Knight story, it's just really cool. That's all. That's about all. Please, can you tell me if the G5 is any good in chat? No. I won't tell you in chat, though. No. Does YouTube pay for all your guns? What do you mean by that? Either way, it doesn't matter what you mean by that. No. Either way, they don't. Yeah. Sean. How are you, sir? Hey, Brett. When and where are you playing paintball next? I don't know. When and where am I playing next? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna try to go to either Jungle Paintball this weekend on Sunday or Modesto on Sunday. I am not 100% sure. I don't know. Because there's reasons I need to go to Modesto, but I'd rather go to Jungle to play. Because I think Jungle would be more fun. But I kind of need to go to Modesto. So I kind of like knock out two birds with one stone, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know. Why isn't paintball during the week a thing? I think that's a common question, I think, from people that don't play that much or people who are new. And there's just not enough people. Yep. I mean, let's say I go to the paintball field and like whatever. I go to Capital-ish Paintball Park. It's a local field around here. They're super popular. Whatever. So Capital Edge is great on the weekends when they have all the airball fields going and they have like multiple rec groups and maybe like a pump group and a birthday party and like a lot's going on, right? But if you spread that across like another 5 days, like you're just not going to get people to show up, right? And people got work and school and stuff, so it's also got something to do with it. There's some fields that do open during the weeks in the summer or on holidays, but it's just hard, man. Tuesday afternoon at 11 o'clock, it's like, who's going to show up for paintball? People got work and school and stuff. Is the 3.5 still your main, Philip? No, nope. Mainly just because, I don't know, I just don't, I sold it. Someone offered me money for it, so I sold it. I hopefully am going to buy a CS2 tomorrow. Heather, I know you're not in this right now, but I'd really like to call you tomorrow and be able to get a CS2. So hopefully CS2 tomorrow. What do you think about the Caribbean Paintball League? What? I want to know more about that. That doesn't sound like something real. Caribbean or Caribbean? A Caribbean paintball. Costa Rica. I don't know if I'd consider Costa Rica a Caribbean. Is Costa Rica the Caribbean? Anyway, I don't know. Yeah, hopefully a CS2. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Someone asked what happened to that cocker behind you. I sent it back. It was not mine. It was never mine. I was just like borrowing it. I was just holding on to it for someone. So it's gone. It's gone. Head cap chili. Good news. CS 1.5. No, he didn't say good news. He said got a new CS 1.5, a Viper 2 for $700. Life is good. Cool. That good? I mean, that's about right. I have to say though, I saw Viper. I saw the word Viper, and I was like, machine. I thought vapor. I thought Viper. I don't know why. And I was like, nope, that's the color. Cool. CS2, CS 1.5. I'll hopefully have a CS2 soon. I'm gonna go all black. Got a black gun, black tank, black hopper. I'm like getting the bad guys. Did I do that backwards? Is that right? Or do we do it like, or is it like this? I don't know. We go rep the nation. Do you like Planet Eclipse markers or something like dye? EMEC, what's your opinion? Or what is better, Planet Eclipse, dye, or EMEC? Definitely Planet Eclipse. EMEC you can't really buy yet, so we're not. I don't know. Watch for a review on the EMEC in like 2 to 3 weeks. I will definitely have an EMEC review in a couple weeks here. You will get my official review on the EMEC. Yeah. Blacked out markers hold their value better over custom colors. Do they? I guess probably. They're probably easier to sell, that's for sure. Just because it's just easier if you have black rather than just, nothing. Yep. Lori, I think that is. It kind of answered your question. I don't know. I mean, I think that at that $250-ish price, like $200 to $250, when you can buy the EMEC, there will also be the Proto Rise at $250. So both of those guns are good at that price. But definitely the EMEC will be a better buy when you can buy it. I can't tell you when exactly that day will be. But, Top of the morning. What? Where are you at, Chris? Do you prefer to buy new, or I buy everything new. I don't buy anything used. So, yeah. I'm not a good person to ask that to. Everything new. Kyle! Might have been loud. Thank you. Come to New York for my wedding and play some paintball with me for a while. When is your wedding? Probably not why I can go, unfortunately. I gotta really start kicking ass, guys. This is not. I don't know when your wedding is, Kyle. Anybody? I just gave H3 like a Vape Nation shout out. And you're asking if anybody watches H3. I love the H3 stuff. I think their podcast is really good. Everything. I still think Heel is weird though. She bothers me. It's very weird. Anyway, she's great. They're both awesome. Anyway, how much is the EMEC gonna be? The EMEC should be under $250. I already said it. $119, $219. That's the last word I heard, but they've also said other things that haven't really panned out super smooth on the eMac. But ultimately, love the thing, so it's great. Check out the Tiger Belly podcast. Well, I don't even know what Tiger Belly is. What is that? We'll do this. Tiger Belly. There we go. I really don't know what Tiger Belly is. We're going to look at it real quick. Is it the Bobby Lee pod? Is it Bobby Lee's podcast? He's funny. He's a pretty funny dude. It's got to be a Bobby Lee podcast. Yeah, it's all Bobby Lee. I'll look into it. Bobby Lee's funny. Bobby Lee, yeah. He's good. What podcast do I listen to? I listen to podcasts all the time. Like when I go walk the dog, when I'm doing all kinds of stuff. So like, mine are mostly all educational though. So, like today we listened to 99% Invisibilia, or 99% Invisible. Invisibilia was a different one. Radio Lab, TED Radio Hour, Stuff You Should Know, Radio Lab, Radio Hour, lots of stuff. Stuff You Should Know, Fizzle Show, Hidden Brain, lots of stuff. Adventure Sports Podcast, yeah, anyway. Rogan, I listen to the Joe Rogan stuff every once in a while. I mainly will watch, that's what I like about the H3 podcast and Rogan podcast. I can put both of those on, and they're like on in the background while I'm like working on stuff, and I'll like randomly just stop and watch. You know, I like that. Thoughts on Bunker King elbow pads? I don't know. They're good. I don't know. Like, honestly, I feel like most of the elbow pads are the same. We're going to give a shout out to Team Jolt. Team Jolt. Jolt Cola. Sponsored by 90s and 80s soft drink of the year, Jolt Cola. Brian. What is going on, sir? I appreciate it, man. Hope you're well. You asked me a LV 1.5 question the other day. I think we answered that for you. Thank you. Jolt Cola. What? God damn it! Now you got me all sidetracked. Elbow pads, right? So I don't know. I think that elbow pads. It truly is kind of all preference. Like, so let's just run all the elbow pads real quick. Like, all the Exalt pads are good. The dye pads are good. The GI pads are good. The Bunker King ones are good. The Virtue ones are good. Carbon top thing's good. You know, like, no one really makes like a bad elbow pad. I dislike the Valken ones, the new Valken ones that have like chevrons and shit on them. Those are pretty bad. And I think the same kind of goes for knee pads. Like, you know, whatever. Like, HK ones are good. Dye ones are good. GI, Exalt, Empire. Like, they're all good to some extent. None of them are like awful. Except for the Valken ones. Don't like the Valken ones. Those are the only ones that are like bad. I think that I probably prefer, pad-wise, Exalt, and then the Exalt, the new GI Race 2.0 stuff, and then Dye. Those are probably going to be my favorite 3 paintball pads, we're going to say. But again, man, whatever, you know, all the same. Not all that much different. Cloud server. Interesting. Thoughts on the Invert Mini? It's kind of old. It is kind of old. Don't buy an Invert Mini. They could be awful. Just buy a Mini GS. Just save the money and buy a Mini GS. Why? There's so many eMac questions. Why all the eMac questions? Isn't the eMac out already? You can't... not that I know of. I mean, it's not to my knowledge. You can't go buy an eMac. I mean, I guess it could be. I'm pretty sure you can't just go buy one, though. Favorite paintball field in the Sacramento area? I don't know if I have one. I mean, I always lean toward Capital Edge because I think Capital Edge. So let's think. When I think of paintball fields, I think of them differently, though, right? Like I think of like what is the best one? Not which one do I like the most. Which one provides the best experience to the widest amount of people? So whether you play mag-fed pump, you play rec ball every weekend with your electric gun, you have a cocker, you've played 4 times, you got a birthday party, it's a bachelor party, you're renting with you and one friend. I think Capital Edge does the best job overall at all of those experiences. So I would lean toward Capital Edge. That's what I'm going to say. Mm-hmm. Is Virtue overpriced? No. I mean, compared to what? They have the same pricing on every product that they make. Everyone makes something at that price too. They make a $200 hopper, and so do a lot of other people. They make a $100 hopper, and so do a lot of other people. They make masks that are from like $30 to $160, so do a lot of other people. Yeah. Mason Lewis. I never understood the hatred for the iPipe. So there's 2 things, right? Like when that iPipe first came out on like, was it the LV one that it first came out? The LV one and 3.1? The LV one. I didn't like it either. Mainly because I felt like it was a cop-out, right? I felt like it was poor design. I was like, what is this shit? Like, it was stupid. It was like, we technically don't have hose. It was just weird. Like, I just thought it was, like, lame. And there could be some good reason why they did it. I just think it's whack. But I actually like it. Like, when I'm holding a gun with that iPipe, unfortunately I don't have one here. When I hold the gun, I kind of put my palm on the iPipe. And, like, I find out, like, it gives me more control. Because I'm, like, I have more, like, area on the gun. Like, I'm touching almost the whole length of the gun. With my hand on the trigger frame, and then my hand on the foregrip, and my like palm area on the iPipe, like, man, I don't know. I felt like I had way more control over the thing. So like, I think ergonomically it makes a lot of sense. Like, I really like it. But design-wise, like, I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know. It was just odd. Favorite autococker? I mean, I don't know. We're about to find out. Because I'm going to build one. We're going to do a cocker build on here. Why is so much A&S talk? I feel like, why does A&S gear not associate with Virtue? We'll talk about that. I talked about that earlier today. I don't know where. Damn. I lose my train of thought. Anyway. Why does A&S not sell Virtue products? Because every time when you're a paintball company, when you're a paintball distributor, reseller, whatever, favorite cocker, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, we're gonna do this auto cocker build coming up. So I'm gonna build a cocker, and we're gonna find out which cocker I like the most. Anyway, A&S. So when you become a paintball distributor, reseller, whatever, you sign papers, right, that say you have to do this as a manufacturer, as a dealer. You have to sell our prices at what we. You have to sell our products at what we say. So, like, I don't know. A good example, right, is, dude, I don't know. The Tippmann A5 is $199.95. Like, that's the price of an A5, and you can't sell it for less than that. So you sell it for $200. It's got to be $199.95. You can sell it for more, but to protect smaller dealers, they make you sell at a certain price. A&S just always violated that. They'd be selling products for like half off or like whatever. So that's why Bunker King, you can't buy Bunker King stuff, Virtue stuff, or MacDev stuff. For a while you couldn't buy Ninja stuff, and there's been other manufacturers that they've decided not to sell to. And that's good and bad, right? I think that Virtue knows that a lot of the dealers that buy their products push their products because you can't buy it on A&S. So I don't know if Virtue wants to sell to A&S. I mean, They don't really care. They're like, nope, we're good. I think it's kind of cool personally, so I like it. Philip! I missed your... I recognize your name. You purchased 2 tickets, I think, at least, tickets to paintball CVO auction thing, raffle. Best pop-it valve gun. Thanks for all the content. Thank you. I feel like you asked your question just to give me a little super chat. Appreciate that. What is the best pop-it valve gun? LV 1.5. LV 1.5? Maybe G6R. Oh, but LV 1.5. GTZ Prodigy. Is it worth upgrading to the LV 1.5 from the G-Tech? I know pop-its are louder, but how much louder is it? And if it is worth upgrading, is it worth getting the FL barrel kit? That was lots of if it, worth it, if it, things in there. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. So let's think about it, right? Let's just think about it. So when you upgrade, let's think of the key factors of paintball guns, right? We're gonna say key things that paintball guns do. Is it gonna be quieter? King Ramos. We'll talk about that too. Hold on. So key factors in paintball guns: loudness, kick, air efficiency. How easy it is on paint, reliability, all those things, right? So do you think that the EMAC is going to, or the LV 1.5 is going to be more air efficient? Maybe, marginally, maybe 5%. Quieter? Nope. But there is about the same. Kick? About the same. Reliability? About the same. So it's like, ergonomics maybe a little better, different? Maybe. It gets difficult, right? Like, you're not going to find a paintball gun that's going to do any of those things dramatically better. So it's hard to say if it's ever going to be worth upgrading. I don't know. I mean, I would rather, right? Like if I had the GMAC or the G-Tech and I had the money and I was like, I want a better paintball gun, I'd have no problem buying the LV 1.5, right? So me saying that the G-Tech is not really that much better than the LV 1.5, like I just said 10 minutes ago I'm gonna buy a CS2 and keep a CS2. That's gonna be my paintball gun. That's $1,500. It's certainly not 3 times better than the G-Tech, but it's nicer and I like the features and it's just nicer. So I don't know, but and you said something FL. I don't necessarily know if the FL barrel's worth upgrading to. I really like the FLs, but I don't know if it's necessarily worth it. I don't know if you're going to notice any dramatic improvement in accuracy. But then the same thing, right? They are cool, and I do like them. I got one back there that I don't know what to do with. If I buy a CS2, then I got 2 of them. So I don't know. I probably wouldn't upgrade the barrel. I'd be good with the barrel. I'm like, man, whatever. I'm good with the barrel. Who knows? So that didn't answer your question at all, but maybe provided some insight. We'll say. King Ramos, should we expect an LV2? Talked about this at length last week too. Probably not. I mean, at some point, yes, I think so. I wouldn't say it's going to be soon. You're not going to see it this year. I would be floored if we saw a new high-end gun from Planet Eclipse this year. They came out with it at World Cup or something like that. Maybe next year. I could see next year, 2019, late 2019, I could see that happening. Maybe they show something off at Paintball Extravaganza in February, this coming February, and then not make it available until fall or something like that. But I would be surprised if we see one for sale in the next 18 months, we'll say. Maybe not 18 months, maybe 17. I don't know, something like that. Chris just super chatted, to call you a hype beast. Yeah, definitely not high burst. What's my favorite? My favorite clothing company is probably Patagonia. You know, I got a cool new down jacket the other day. I got a down jacket in preparation for upcoming trips I have. Look. Yep. Ice is fine in cold weather. Ice is really good in cold weather. Dominic just scratched his LV 1.5 last game. Well, you know, I've always looked at these paintball guns. It's like they're goddamn paintball guns. Like I use mine. You know, like I use it. Is the LV 1.5 easy on high-end paint? Yeah, absolutely. You can shoot whatever you want. There's not a gun easier on paint than the 1.5. I mean, you could say again, like, oh, the CS2 is easier on paint, but it's like, what, 2% more fragile or whatever? You know, it's not going to be anything dramatic. Yeah, I just got a bunch of new swag. I got this. This is cool. I'm not going to open these. Someone might know what this is. This is a. Well, we'll open this. This is so at the end of this month I'm going to ride my bicycle, I'm going to ride my bicycle from Sacramento to Portland. That is a tarp. So it's what you'd expect a tarp, you know. This is a tarp. This is a 7 foot by 9 foot tarp that weighs 7 ounces. It's made out of this stuff, Dyneema or Cuban fiber. It's like super strong. It's like stronger than steel and shit. It's crazy. So this is my shelter on my bike trip. Or this is also going to be a shelter this winter or this late summer when we Tahoe Rim Trail hike. Am I racing a bike? No, I'm not racing a bike. This is my Bora Gear. I think this is how you spell Bora Gear. This is a bivy sack, so I literally will sleep inside this. This is a sack I pulled over me, and then this will be over the top of me. Yeah. Super exciting stuff. Stuff that I like. I really like this outdoor gear stuff. That is nerd-tastic time. You know how much this motherfucker was? I'm gonna cuss because this shit was $300. This fucking tarp. So stop complaining about your paintball stuff being expensive. This is literally a tarp. It's literally just a square piece of fabric. It's ridiculous. Sean's into adventures. He might own my tarp and my bivy sack. And I got a quilt coming. To go. Yeah, I got a lot of cool shit coming. I'm all excited about it. Do you know what month West Coast Adventure has a big game weekend? I don't know. I just checked their website with no luck. Also, what bike do you know? You know, I don't know. West Coast does have their big game a day. I think it's the second or third Sunday. I just sent him a message on Facebook or something and ask. That's my assumption would be. Yeah, I just contact them, see what they say. Bikes. 3 bikes currently. Need to sell 1. Gonna keep the cross rip. So I really like the Trek cross rip. It's cheap. It was like $2,000. Cheap. Again, paintball. Guys, bikes are expensive. The 105 stuff. Ultegra derailleurs. I wanted a different bike. I was gonna buy a different road bike, but I'm still keeping it. And by the end of summer, I need to buy a hardtail mountain bike with a rigid or like no suspension front fork. So I don't know. It might be a Salsa Fargo or like a Salsa Cutthroat, or I might buy another bike and change the fork out. That's for Tour Divide, because I only do Tour Divide, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's that? Michael B asks, what is your favorite marker you've owned and why? Gosh, man, that's a hard one. I really don't know. I mean, I'd probably have to say one of two. My Angel G7 Fly, we talked about earlier. Angel G7 Fly that was dust brown. I don't know why, man. That gun shot so well and just like always worked. Got weird air efficiency. Like that gun on a 68-45, easily I could shoot 2,000 shots. It was weird. Like that gun was awkwardly air efficient. Like nothing I'd ever seen. So that G7 Fly, or my classic. It was a classic intimidator. So it was a Ripper 1 with all alias parts on it. There was a black to blue fade. So the body was black to blue, and then everything else was dust or polished black. It was super cool. One of those two. The Angel, just because it shot so well, and it was just a cool gun. Like it had a bunch of prototype parts in it. Like no one. It was just a cool gun. Had an illegal board that I got caught at tournament with cheating. Not so cool. Oh, there's a dog. Come here. Come here. Come on. He's stretching. And then probably that Intimidator just because it was so cool and like, oh, nobody else had it. It was just a very unique thing that, yeah, not a lot of people had. So I liked it. Just a link. You know, one thing is I gotta go set this stuff up. So I've never actually used a tarp for camping or sleeping outside. So I have to go like set this up at some point. It's really kind of crazy. So you can see how so you can see how transparent this is. Like maybe not. It's kind of hard to see in this, but you can see it's a little transparency. This is transparent. I mean, obviously. But this is a little bit thinner fabric. So it's crazy when you have the thing set up, you can like see through it. So you don't have like tons of privacy. But it weighs so little. And they're super, super light, so. Anyway. Bam, it's back in the bag. Sheldon, you're late. Oh. What do I think about the Clone 5S? I don't know. I have mixed feelings about those guns. Like, I really like the way they feel. I've shot some of them that shoot really well, and then I've shot some that don't shoot well, and then I've shot some that guys are like, oh, I can't get it to work more than half the day, and then I know guys that, you know, are like, oh, it's, you know, works every weekend, it's perfect, and like, I don't know. So I think the inconsistency is a little bit got me weirded out about them. I mean, I'd personally buy something else. So, how far is Sacramento to Portland? My route, well, in direct shot, it's not nearly as far as I'm riding, but I think that ride's 700 miles. It will take me about. I think I'm going to be gone for 12 days, maybe in total 14, 15 days, because I'm going to ride for, I think, 11, and then hang out in Portland for like 3 days. Have I ridden Sacramento to Modesto? No, I have not. But I do have a plan, maybe in July. I want to try to ride my bike from Sacramento to South Lake Tahoe and back in one day. That's 240 miles. No, 220 miles, I think. But that's like 20,000 feet of climbing or something like that. So anyway, yeah, enough of that. Will you ever do a collab with other paintball YouTubers? Sure. I mean, I've got no like qualms against doing it. I would. I mean, the problem is I think most of all the other paintball YouTube channels, everyone's really far apart. So it's like I can't, I think we see these other YouTube people do like collabs and stuff, and they got a lot of money, so they can like fly all over the place and do shit. Like I can't do that. So it's not really in the cards. Yep. You catch Super Sevens, Marauders, and my boys Explicit pulled out some sick play. I watched portions of Super Sevens. I didn't watch all that much. What I do a lot of the time with that stuff, though, is I won't watch. Like I do this for NXL Europe and any of these paintball webcasts. Really, I'll put them on when I'm working. So like, what's tomorrow? Friday. So tomorrow, I'll put it on. I might put it on at some point and watch recaps of it playing. So. William Chandler, there's a good one. Do you ever regret your tattoos? No, I do not regret a single thing in life, though. I mean, I think that's my personality, though. I just don't regret anything. I have one regret, and it's in life, and that's that I wish I would have continued competitive swimming longer. That's like the only thing. Like I wish I would have done more, and it's not like no regrets. Where was that from? Regrets. That's from. Yeah. I just wish I would have continued to swim longer, and I really wish my parents actually would have physically forced me to do it. Ew, Speedos. Well, I'm not. I can give a shit what people think about me, so I'm definitely not going to shy away from something. Yeah, I just wish I would have done that longer. And it's not like I look back and I'm like, man, I really messed that up. It's like, oh man, I wish I had done that a little bit longer. So no tattoo regrets, no life regrets either. It's whatever, Anyway. Oh, this dog is tired. And I'm hungry. I think I'm going to go make a salad. William Chandler. Thank you. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Word, brother man. Much love. Oh. Salad. No, I'm vegan. No. I just got a lot of spinach, so I gotta eat the spinach somehow. So you guys enjoy the rest of your night. If you did take, I just saw Ryan right there. He said thanks for the stream, not a problem. He bought a ticket or two for the Shocker CVO raffle. If you are still here or watching this post haste, it doesn't really matter now. The Shocker CVO raffle, I will do at some point tomorrow. In the Facebook Paintball Ruin My Life group. So if you're not in there for some reason, you can go over there and check it out. Whatever. Yep. So that'll be taking place tomorrow in the Facebook group. Go there, check it out. In the meantime, you guys, just keep